In my youth, I looked about me and saw all the good things there were to bring happiness and contentment, and I realized that wealth increased the potency of all these. Wealth is a power. With wealth, many things are possible. One may ornament the home with the richest of furnishings. One may sail the distant seas. One may feast on the delicacies of far lands. One may buy the ornaments of the gold worker and the stone polisher. One may even build mighty temples for the gods. One may do all these things and many others in which there is delight for the senses and gratification for the soul. And when I realized all this, I decided to myself that I would claim my share of the good things of life. I would not be one of those who stand afar off, enviously watching others enjoy. I would not be content to clothe myself in the cheapest raiment that looked respectable. I would not be satisfied with the lot of a poor man. On the contrary, I would make myself a guest at this banquet of good things.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question first. Some of you know the answer. What is the number one thing couples fight about in the world? The biggest thing couples fight about? Even billionaire couples, guess what they fight about the most? Money.
Mr. Shope said to me that he thought it was a worthy goal to become financially independent for 3 major reasons. First, with money no longer a time-consuming consideration, I could then begin devoting heavy time to all the other dimensions of my life. Second, he suggested I become financially independent because it would tremendously increase my ability to help others. Only from positions of strength, including financial strength, can we help someone else. Finally, and most important, he said, I believe it is worthwhile to become financially independent for the sake of developing the person you must become to achieve that goal. What a major secret he taught me. Set a goal to entice you to become the person it takes to achieve it. Reaching the goal is the lesser value. The primary value lies in the person you become by reaching it. You see, it's not the $1 million that's most important. It's what you must do and become in order to be a millionaire. We're all aware that many people feel that we must be careful of focusing on money or affluence or abundance, that in it or in the pursuit of it there is danger. We often hear quoted from the Bible, the love of money is the root of all evil. And I do agree. If you make money your love, and you pursue affluence to the exclusion of or at the expense of other values of life, you have lost, not won. However, let us consider this question. If you could do better, should you? That's not a bad question. In the time allotted to labor, in the time given to economics, care for family, success, achievement, productivity, the creation of value, the development of skills and creativity, if you could do better, should you? I think that one of the greatest satisfactions of living life to the fullest is doing the best you can with whatever you have. Doing less than your best has ways of eroding the psyche. We seem to be creatures of enterprise. Surely it is the reason for the seasons. The soil and the sun and the rain and the seed all say, "What can you do with us?" The seasons say, "Do you have the genius to make something unique of us?" Life says, "Here's the raw material. What splendid things can you produce from all there is?" So, go for high productivity, the full employment of your genius, the full development of your potential in all areas of your life, including earning money. That is the essence of life. Truly sophisticated people know it isn't the amount that counts. It's doing all that you can with all you've got that counts.
Every 10 years in the world or in a country, typically in America, some countries is more, but ours is generally 10 years. Every 10 years, a major crisis happens. Every 20 years, a massive crisis happens. But 10 years, a major crisis happens, okay? When this crisis happens, let me tell you who benefits from it. You know who benefits from it when a major crisis happens? Those who are liquid. Those who are liquid. You see a lot of people that say, I never have cash. I never have cash. I love cash. Savings gives you leverage. Savings gives you backing. Savings is those 100 people standing behind you where people say, I'm not gonna mess with you, or I'm gonna do business with you because you got a lot of backing. That's savings. Savings allows you to process things better. Savings allows you to make better decisions, lead better, every single way. You become a better CEO, you become a better executive, you become a better recruiter, better salesman, if you have savings in place. And savings is 3 different brackets. It's not all checking account. You gotta make sure short-term's taken care of, mid-term, long-term. If you're single right now, you might say, I don't have any kids, I don't have to worry about my kids. Then it's all short-term, fine. If you got kids, you're married, you gotta make sure mid-term. If you got an 8-year-old daughter, 10 years college that's 18 years old, you gotta think about these types of things. If you got a 16-year-old daughter, 10 years, 26, marriage, in your culture, do they pay? How much do you need to set aside? Is $50,000 a wedding? I don't know those numbers. But you need to be prepared for it because that time is coming very, very quickly. The biggest problem most people are facing when it comes down to try to double their money, you know what it is? They don't have enough money. That's the problem. Here's a stat for you. 52% of millennials ages 18 to 37 years old have less than $1,000 in savings. And by the way, only 16.5% of millennials have over $20,000 in savings. Only 16.5. So what's the problem? Savings. We need more savings. We need you to have more money in your pocket. Realize, cash is still king. This is not in the past. It is still king. Keep your cash. Don't get too aggressive. Don't get too crazy. But sit there and strategize yourself to say, oh my gosh, in the next year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, something could happen. And when it does, oh my goodness, I'm going to capitalize. Look, something's going to happen in the next 5 years. And the people that are going to make massive wealth are the ones that save cash. So I'm a cash guy.
When I saw that whoever had the money decided where we went, I wanted money. I didn't want money because of money. I wanted money because it appeared to me that whoever had the money had control of the environment. Mm-hmm. And I knew that way before my dad died. I would watch him and another man, a doctor in the neighborhood, and they seemed to have fun. Whoever had the money seemed to control where we went, how long we went, what we did. The Americans, or 76% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. 64% of Americans that have businesses break even or lose money. The land of the brave and the home of the free, that's our American anthem. It's not even close to the truth. Most people don't have any money and have accepted the fact that they don't have any money. They don't have any leftover money. They're fearful of money constantly. They overspend. They don't know how to produce money. They definitely don't know how to multiply it. Might be a world condition. Because what everybody's been telling me here is I said, what country am I describing? Right here.
Yeah.
My dad wanted to be rich. He never said that to me, but later I would find out my dad wanted to be a wealthy man. And he didn't get there. He fulfilled his personal obligation as a man to take care of his family and his wife and his kids and be a good example to his parents. He didn't get the freedom part, which he really wanted. And I think some of that might have been left in the environment for me to grab.
Is that why you're doing what you're doing now?
I don't think that's why I'm doing it, but certainly it was an inspiration.